Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Mitchell, and today Justin and I will be discussing about, wait for it, grind culture. We do these Instagram lives every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys find this video content of value, you guys should show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equal to the value of this video. Our details will be in the description below and on the screen. And of course, if you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free to send us a direct message, either me or Justin, aka Thumb Action. And without further ado, I am going to add Justin on the line. Hello, Bree. How you doing? That was quick. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, you hopped on quick, Bree. Notification. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're always the first one on. That's good. It's good to know. It's good to know you're doing a lot better. Yeah. Okay, I am sending Justin the invite, so we just hang on tight. NyQuil did the trick. You didn't sleep too well? Or before? Yeah, I'm waiting for Justin. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, and unfortunately I can't cut this out later, so it's just gonna have to, people just have to scroll through it, you know what I mean? Oh, there he is. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? They changed the format in on this too, so let me see. Can I press this? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, that's good. Best sleep. Sleep is very important. Rest. Okay, Justin, I see you. I am going to add you on right now. Let me go live. Yo,
It was good.
what's good, Justin? Oop, my bad. My
Man,
bad.
chilling, just trying to get this, you know the game, trying to get this situated, trying to make this look somewhat presentable.
You're looking extra crispy. It's clear. Very clear today.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're not throttling the internet.
Maybe.
You know.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Let me change it to this. Oh, wait, hold on. Did they change? Oh, they changed the format.
Yeah.
They changed the format.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They threw it all off.
They threw it all off. Okay. Well, I guess you're just gonna have to look at me like this today. They messed me up. They messing me up.
They're evil.
I was not prepared for this at all, so you're just gonna have to look at my face and maybe that little, smiley face down there. At least I was prepared for that. For that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm all the way up there. They messed me up because
they didn't consult you today.
Yeah. Oh, you look. So when I do this,
mm-hmm.
So yeah. So that messed up. I'm all the way up there. But you know what? We're just gonna have to go with this.
I mean, yeah, we can make it happen.
We can make it happen. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? What's up, JR?
Welcome. JR, everybody coming in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jack Master Chang. What's up? And Healing Moon Wellness.
Everybody. I see Bree talking about drinking NyQuil.
Yep.
All right. That good.
Yeah, we got this. As long as you can kind of see my face a little bit. That's all good. Right. There you go. So, Sarah?
They better see your face. I don't need to be the only person.
I actually don't mind just having it like on my chest.
That's the wrong kind of string. That's the wrong kind of string.
Ever since this update, man, they're messing me up. Messing up my game. But it's all good. I was ready for that smiley face in case something does go wrong. But yeah.
You should have had an angry face.
I should have. In case I'm not
like the angry snowman face.
I'm just glad that the screen is still there. You know what I mean? That chest muscle. I got no chest muscle. COVID took it all away. COVID took it all away.
COVID gave me all the fat, all the fat back.
Give it back to me. Yeah. Yeah. So grind culture, man.
Oh, it's
Grind
real.
culture. Mm-hmm.
It is real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about grind culture. We're not necessarily saying there's anything bad, but we just want to give a little bit of insight of how we feel about it, some things we learned too as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure, people
Vanessa,
who
how
watch
you
it
doing?
for, what's up, Vanessa? What's up? I'm sure people who have watched us for a while, they've heard me especially comment here and there about my feelings on grind culture and what I think about it, which is not necessarily positive, but we'll get into that as the show goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about the ups and downs and what we feel the very aspects. And we also are going to have a new segment today, something to lighten the mood.
Lighten the mood a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to say the name, or do you want me to, or should we wait till we do it to reveal?
We should just wait for it. We should just wait for it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Bree was there last time when I tested it out.
Yeah.
But we could just keep it a little, right? But yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Get a little bit of entertainment in here too. What's up, Fira? How you doing?
What's up?
To all the people that's coming in here and wondering why my face is all the way up top, Instagram played me already. Now I gotta change my format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It was all because of an update.
Right when everything got figured out and was looking good, and it's like, oh, okay, we getting into it. They just yeah. You can't have nothing.
It's like a relationship, You waking up, you feeling good about yourself, then all of a sudden it's like, yo, why's the sock on the floor? You'd be like, I can pick it up. Oh, so you giving me attitude now? No, what?
I think that's called abusive, sir.
You grind every day for a relationship. So today, today is not necessarily about relationship. It's more about yourself. More about yourself.
Yeah, more about you. But I think, but like everything, I think it definitely, bleeds into like with your relationships can take a toll on it, for better or for worse. So hopefully take this and go. So grind culture. We see people asking, what is grind culture? It is basically this idea, especially in the States, that you must always be working. You must always be working on the next thing. You must always be trying your best to network. Always moving for the next promotion. What are you doing? If someone asks you what are you working on, and you say nothing, or I'm just chill. Oh, what's up, Caffrey? That's my homie.
Oh, what's up?
Caffrey, yeah. Caffrey is my homie. I ain't gonna put his government name out there, but but yeah, it's like this whole idea that you gotta like keep moving, and if you stop, if you rest, you're weak. You don't have any ambition. Yeah, it's basically being a workaholic. Which before I
Trouble.
think, what's up, Trouble? Which before I think was was an individual characteristic. Certain people were workaholics, but now it's bled into this whole idea that, you have to give like 130% to your job and the pursuit of money and all the accolades and all that stuff. So, yeah, I knew that one was coming.
I know. I had a feeling that was, she's coming here for the roast. I'm waiting for Marina to come in too. So, can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So that's a quick explanation of what grind culture is.
You want to move on to the first, one of the first topic that we got? Thank you. Thank you for all the hard work. So thank you. Yo, why they got to do me like that with the letter M? Performative workaholism.
Workaholism. And just so bitch you don't get roasted, that's a word that I kind of made up. He didn't make that up. It's not a real word.
Is it English?
So yeah, see why you had to say that. I wasn't even trying to go there, but you my boy too, so I'm trying to help you out.
No, I got it. I
don't want you taking any unnecessary flack.
I already do. I feel like this is more so entertainment than anything else for most people to come in here now at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go.
I'm grinding down all the way down here, so that's why I'm all the
He's-
way up there. You know what I mean?
I'm not getting
The
involved in
roasting
that.
begins. Yeah.
I'm not getting involved in
Mhm.
that. Yeah. So performative workaholism. It's a term I saw. I was reading this article, and kind of they call it being a performative workaholic. I put the ism on there because I do think it's a kind of this almost disease that's permeating through like the workforce and just in general. It's basically those people who brag about I put in 18 hours today off 3 hours of sleep. What are you doing? That kind of nonsense. But when you look, you asking like, well, what are you really getting done? Are you just working like 100 hours a week to say like, yeah, see, I'm grinding, I put in 100 hours, or are you really being productive with the time that you are putting in? Are you focusing? Are you getting the answers you want? The performative workaholism, and the problem with that, I think, is like it's celebrated. It's celebrated in the workplace. I remember when I was at a job of mine, they would always talk about like, oh man, this person got here, extra early. Like we was already coming in early. It's like this person got in here extra early just to make sure all their stuff was together. This is what all you should be doing. And I was like, I'm already waking up at the ass crack of dawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to make that move. But then, obviously, if I say something like that, it's looked upon as, well, you don't care about your job then. You don't want to succeed. You don't want to go the extra mile. So it's this whole idea of, implementing in your mind that you have to give more than you want to give or that you're willing to give or that you even should give in pursuit of some brass ring that doesn't exist.
I'm just reading.
I see it.
Mitchell never
to
early when
this.
it comes to grinding.
I'm trying to
Healing mood on this. What's she say?
Yeah.
You can work extra hours, but how efficient and productive are you actually? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the thing too. It's like I said, that whole performative being a performative workaholic is celebrated by a lot of like managers and stuff in companies because it looks good. Oh, he's the first one in, he's the last one out. And that's what
Exactly.
It's like, if that really was best for you.
Black Star? Black
Yeah,
Star
what did
Drive?
JR say?
Yeah, JR Star.
Everyone must be pressing the triangle on their PS controller on Tony Hawk's skate. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Grinded it out.
Yeah. There it is. Yo, when that first game came out, though, that was dope. But besides the point, performative workaholism. Yeah, it's kind of like it's being praised, but praise is cheap, and that's something that we spoke about before too. Praise is cheap.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit longer too, because I think it's even more to that than than just like I highly doubt that most of the people who praise that kind of mentality and then try to instill it in everybody, those are not like the kind of managers and leaders that have your best interests at heart.
No, they're in it for themselves, for that bonus for themselves. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a psychological thing. I think anyone who is a true leader and a good manager will appreciate and demand you take your PT time or your rest time, and they want the best out of you at work, but they're not willing to sacrifice your personal life and your personal goals in pursuit of their own bonuses and stuff. But that's my opinion.
Justin also said it's more convenient to use a doubly linked list than a singly linked list. What does that mean? I'm not sure. If you could clarify that for me. But we were talking about this earlier, Justin, and you said we both had a coworker that came in and said he will, it started off as a joke.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. My a coworker of mine, my boy Lenny, one of the funniest, most blunt people I've ever met in my life. I remember when we was all working at Starbucks, as y'all know, and we worked together. And like I said, it started off as a joke, where like we would come in, he would come in or I would come in, and we'll look at each other, and he'll say something like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna give 30% today." You know,
Straight up.
meaning that's, that's all the effort he's not giving 100%. And he's, like I said, it was said in a joking way, but and the more I thought about it at the time, I was like, well, no, this makes actually a lot of sense. Where it was like, yeah, he was like, why would I give 100%? Like, I need to save something for me. He's like, so I give him 30 today,
Yeah.
And like I said, it was one of those things where it was a joke, but I think it was actually a lot of wisdom in that statement because. If you see our earlier shows, we talked about willpower, and we realized like willpower isn't infinite.
Yeah,
it's not infinite at all. So you do have to parse out like how much you're willing to spend and where. I'm not saying don't try hard to do your job. I'm never preaching that. But what I am saying is if you're giving 100% to this job, and you're not saving anything for your friends, your family, your personal growth, your own relationships, stuff like that, if it's all 100, 110% for that, but you ain't got nothing for yourself, then there's a problem. There's a big problem. There's an imbalance, and I don't think it's not that you're necessarily weak. It's just that, maybe you are giving too much to this job. Maybe you need to cut them off and only give them. If you're giving 100, I'm not saying go down to 30, but maybe at least give them 60.
Yeah.
Give them 60%, But you definitely
we definitely gonna get canceled after this. Well, I'm sorry. What did Bree say? Actually,
I want to say I got it. When I used to work like that, I was burnt out the few months after I started because they didn't want to give me good days to really have. Yeah. I mean, we later on we're going to bring up the idea of burnout, and how some things I think they do to try to like deceive you into thinking you're not burned out or to beat it. And I know I'm still getting ahead of myself with a lot of stuff, but it correlates. I think one of the biggest issues nowadays is like the cell phone. Now, like, we, especially in COVID where so many people working remote, it's like people have access to you 24 hours a day. They know like 99% of us aren't going anywhere without our cell phone.
Yeah.
And if they hit the cell phone, you can't be reached. The notifications going off, and it's like people don't have boundaries when it comes to that. They're not going to be like, oh, it's after 5. I'm not going to bug. No, if they feel important or if they want, they're going to bug you whenever. And if you respond to that, you're setting up that precedent that's what they can do.
Yeah. And it's funny that you mentioned that, Justin, because I know there are some companies where they bought cell phones specifically for them. So I'm like, so you got 2 cell phones? They're like, yeah. I was like, so you look like a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you look like is that a burner? But I was like, yeah, so why they give you that phone? Like, why couldn't they just contact you through that? They was like, well, this is all straight. This for work. Like, you're supposed to have this on you. And I was like, well, so that it's going to consume more of your time than it already is. And we already heard this more than enough already, where they're saying like, I think if I were to ask 10 people, at least 8 of them would be like, yeah, I work more now during COVID than I ever did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I witnessed it firsthand,
Yeah.
Like, working. Yeah. And it's weird because it's like work has now invaded your home space, so it's hard to have that wall. It's like
it's hard to divide that.
Once you leave, like back when you went to the office, once you left the office, there was a kind of a mental block, like I'm done, I'm out of there.
You walked physically
there. Yeah, and now I'm here, and that's not anymore. So you add in working from home, you add in, the cell phone. You add in getting notifications, man, like phones popping off every day. And like you think like, and it's that whole idea of like, oh, I'll just respond to this. It'll take 5 minutes. I'll just respond to this. It'll take thinking you're being ahead of it. But next thing you know, you look up and it's 9 p.m. Your whole day you've spent like on the phone, or, you're giving, you haven't relaxed, or you're giving your family only like a quarter of your attention because you're constantly thinking of that. So it is being exploited. Hold on, I want to read some of this. Justice says, I give whatever percent I need to get. I think that's the way to be. You give whatever the percent needed to get the job done. Sometimes you're going to have to give 100, but sometimes you only need to give 20 to 30. So,
or maybe 60 sometimes, depending on
Depends on how you feel too, right? A lot is mood dependent, and I think that's a lot of thing that a lot of times we forget that people when they work, they're still human. So like when you tell them to
Yeah.
do certain things versus like you ask them, like that makes a difference too.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Let me. Healing Moon said it is hard to recover after you burn out from working too much, especially if the company doesn't take care of slash value. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Value, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Bree said
Yeah.
exactly. Marina joined the welcome.
Welcome, Arena.
Welcome. And then what did Justice say? I've never burned out doing a job. Even a couple of times I work 6 days a week. That just shows you got good management of like cutting it on and off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody saying, well, I thought it was funny how they tried to get me to stay after I quit to start it. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
It works
And
that they
then
don't appreciate how hard you work.
effort, obsession.
Oh yeah.
Breeze.
Work right now for me equals home sanctuary invade. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I witnessed it firsthand.
yeah. And work that way. What did Healing Moon
Yaku's
want?
up in here.
What's up, Yaku? How you doing?
Good times, good times.
No wonder Mitchell picked topic grind. Yo, what's up, Yaku? We're gonna change the subject.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it is it's invasive, and I think it's one of the biggest dangers to especially the United States and our culture.
Especially in this age right now too, right?
Yeah.
Especially during this time. So, and
Working hard, Yaku, not the club. Working hard. You can't grind in the club anymore, man.
you can't. You get
that's
COVID.
predatory. Yeah, that's predatory, huh? Them days, the Little John era is dead. Okay?
Luckily, most people in here do know who Lil Jon is, so I'm glad. I have two kids. Yeah, I had two kids at the time too when I was working for that company. Oh yeah, so I couldn't even imagine that. Yeah,
you had kids on top of anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, to sum up this whole performative workaholism, it's people pray, like you get that kind of praise, right? And then you're showing it off like, oh, I'm busy, but are you productive? That's pretty much the whole summary.
Yeah, exactly. Which we talked about. We made a note where I said like society confuses being busy with being productive, which is not the same thing at all. And then you came up with a term that I thought just eloquently encapsulated that whole idea, which was help me out now. It was law of diminishing return.
Right there.
Yeah.
On that.
You said
on that next clip. Return. Yeah, society, confuses with being busy with being productive, which, we kind of touched base on already too. Law of diminishing returns. It favors quantity over quality.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
And I'm just looking at the comments. I'm sure Bree, parents working with the kids, then with everything going on, is so much. Yeah, that's a lot of work. So, props to you, Bree. Props to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yaku, it feels way better grinding for yourself versus busting out your butt for a company. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Exactly. And then we had an example which we were talking about earlier, Justin. It's like you got a rental car. Why are you trying to get a nice paint job for that car? It's kind of like work on your own. What's up, 3, 2, 1, click? How you doing, man?
I thought that was a great metaphor. You just basically it's like getting a paint job for a rental car. It's like it is.
Yeah,
like why are you doing all this effort and resources for something that's ultimately not yours.
Give back to them, It's like, and then at the end of the day, they kind of like, cool, good job, you can go home now, right? But said, girl, I got 4. Now I don't work, but I'll be starting school on the 12th. What's that word? Phlebotomy. My life is going crazy.
Phlebotomy. That's like drawing blood and stuff.
Oh,
yeah. That's hard. That's a good career though.
Yeah.
I mean, especially nowadays, like everything going on, you're gonna be in there.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming in. 3, 2, 1, click. Our topic today is grind culture. So we're talking about people working hard.
But people, like you were saying, people but and myself included, I got involved in this. You confuse being busy with actually being productive. And yeah, there is a huge difference. If you're burning yourself out, but like, if you're working but out, but if you like really look down and like only 30% of the work that you're doing actually impacts like the outcome of of what you want or impacts directly, and that's like, what are you doing with the other 70%? But the
Yeah.
problem is that there is this thing in like the workplace culture where it's like, if they don't see you doing anything, they assume you're not doing anything.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
You
you,
know
you
what I
just
mean?
did it quick,
But you just
effectively.
did it quick, or you did it effectively, or worst off, they want you to, they want to basically, it is like it. They want to get as much out of you as they possibly can, whether it's right or wrong. You know, whether it's right or wrong. What did you? That's the reason why you. Oh
Grind
Lord!
because you're grinding.
And now you doing your
Uh,
own. That's what's up, kid.
Four,
Man.
three, two, one, click. It said, "I grinded for 20 years. Now I'm doing my own thing." That's good.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah,
No,
and
that's
that's
how
kind
I think
of,
that's what it should be. You know.
and you found your purpose. It sounds 3, 2, 1, click. It sounds like you found your purpose, and everyone, yeah.
Yeah, and it is a very yeah, but it's dangerous. Like, this is the thing. I don't want anyone to confuse. I'm not saying be lazy. I'm not saying
Yeah, don't be lazy though.
And the truth is, there are periods in life where you're going to have to grind it out. It's like the grinding in itself, in
Any type of
context, any
grinding,
context is not a bad thing,
Julie. Any
you know.
type of
But
grinding, Julie.
it's the idea of constantly grinding. I mean, we even see it. You on
Constant.
Instagram, you always see people, you know, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? What are you, and it's just like, you need to
Yeah.
like that stuff really it turns me off. I see that stuff. I'm like, you need to chill the hell out, man. Like, somebody, you
Yeah.
need to go take some NyQuil or Benadryl somewhere and sit down and perhaps go to sleep or something. Because
Or like,
yeah.
kind of like the example of like, let's just say you decided to sleep in that day, and then
Mhm.
someone woke up like 4 hours early and did X, Y, and Z already, and you just woke up and you just brushed your teeth. You didn't even, have your coffee yet. And it's like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, so I'm more productive than you are. And it's like, no, my day just started a little bit later. That doesn't mean,
Yeah.
so you're
Yeah.
yeah,
What do you,
yeah.
hold on. I'm looking at some of this stuff. What did Yaku say? This topic works so well for cooking competition shows. Some move around like they are doing a lot, but the food ends up tasting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for
No,
real.
that's perfect.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a great example, man. It's
Yeah.
true. You got to see them people that are running, throwing pans. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this person throwing down,
Yeah,
and then they just come up
exactly.
with a plate of rice with a sprig on it. It's like, what the hell was you doing with all this? You burned up the meat, you know.
Yeah. So work smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
Or
work
still
smarter,
work
not hard.
hard and then work smart, but smarter first.
But I think, yeah, if you're gonna work hard, man, like, I think it's
Be
best
smart
that
about it. Yeah.
work hard for yourself. I'm a big proponent of, like,
Working smarter.
not allowing yourself to be exploited for someone else's gain. If you work for a big corporation and you love your job and you honestly want to put in that kind of time, hey, that's on you. Do what you do, man. I'm happy for you. But there are a lot of people like, I was one that I worked for a place that, I was putting in an insane amount of time, and, it was grinding me out, and I didn't feel a return for it, and, also I would get this thing where they'd be like, we want you to have a work-life balance. You work it too much, but then they'll put more on my plate. You know what I'm
It's like, that's
saying?
good. I acknowledge it. I said it, so it should disappear. So here's more.
Yeah, like they was like, we we want you off at a certain time, but like the idea of me getting off at that certain time was like, well, just move faster. And I'm like, but you just gave me an extra 10 things to do, like,
Yeah.
So there is this like you said, it's an inequality of outcome. Man.
Yeah. Quality. Yeah. Healing Moana said, work hard and remember to take care of yourself too. Unfortunately, but realistically, we're all replaceable, especially in the workplace that we work,
Exactly.
Justin. Before I even transferred to your store,
Mm-hmm.
there was a time where I was just really just standing there because I needed a break. I just finished everything. And they're like, well, if you should never be standing around. And I was like, I can't take a break. Like, we just finished a line out the door. I made like 25 drinks.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take
yeah,
a break.
that's the whole thing. They would be like, "Oh, you got time to lean, you got time to clean," and I'm
Yeah, and
like,
like,
"Dog,
shut
you
the.
know how there was so many times where I would look at. I remember one time the district manager told me that. I looked at that dude. I was like, in my head, I was like, "You got one more time to tell me that shit, or because and if I don't lean, it's gonna be me putting your head through the wall." You
Yeah.
know, like for real, like that. Yeah, and it's because once again, it's the difference between being lazy. I'm not saying be a time thief. I'm not saying don't work hard, but I do think that like moving for the sake of moving is just it's inefficient. It's inefficient and it's stupid. Yaku said
Yeah.
biggest joke, work life balance. They say take vacay, but can't take it away. No, listen.
Taking it.
I got that stat here. Like America, the average American takes 10 days of vacation a year. 10 days. It's 365 days out of the year. The average American takes 10 days worth of vacation. It's like, what the hell? That's not a balance. You know, not only that's not a balance. And look, there was a point at the job I had, I got heated because they was acting like they wasn't going to let me take a vacation. And I was like, I ain't took a vacation in like 2 years.
Mhm.
I always show up. I did all this stuff. Look, I ain't gonna. I walked. And I will say this: they gave me my vacation, but I think they gave it to me because it was like this dude looked like he about to like, you know, like he looks like he's about to blow,
Yeah.
man. And it is. It's crucial.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's the machine, man. Like, you know, they want performance. They want to get the most. They want to get the most out of you without putting in the least.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's the truth. They don't really care about, you know, a lot of corporations don't really care about the people. It's like, you know, we are numbers, you know.
Yeah.
I think
You're replaceable. The moment,
yeah.
the sooner you know that. Yeah. I'm just reading.
68 days,
3, 2, 1, click. You said it too. It's Europeans. They take vacations throughout the week.
Yeah.
Move with a purpose. 10 days definitely not enough, Bree. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on furlough. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, still got 5 weeks. When I when I got let go of my job for COVID, I had like 200 something hours of vacation. Like, that's insane. Like 200, and like I would try to take it from time to time, but it's just like
They give you shit for it. They give you shit for that too. It's like, well, it caps. So it's not like they're gonna give you more, but when you want time off, they give you shit for it.
Yeah, well, who's gonna cover
who's gonna cover? I don't know. You
it's like, who's gonna cover? Do you have all this lined up before? And I'm like, you figure, exactly. Like, because one thing that COVID taught me was, you know, all that stuff. Like, oh, you have to do this, and we can't. Apparently, I was not, you know, worth saving when COVID hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're like,
so
nah,
you
cool,
get those.
Yeah.
You go those. It is all good. I'm happy to have no wrong. But you know, you do get those rude awakenings, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, everyone's replaceable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but that's why it's on us to take care of ourselves. You know, we gotta kind of. I think we have to like train ourselves to like look past the social shaming that they may try to do.
Yeah.
Or maybe the snickering of maybe like, oh, he ain't got this person is this.
Yeah.
And you know, if you need a vacation, you know, if you need if you need to take some time off, do it properly. I'm not saying don't call and don't show up to work. You still have a responsibility at your job.
Yeah.
But don't feel guilty for taking the time that you have rightfully earned to take care of yourself. You know.
I remember I was sick. I was not feeling well. I was like, look, I'm not feeling well. I feel like I need to go home. Especially handling food. I was like, look, I need to go home. I don't think this is sanitary.
Yeah.
And because like one of my manager was like, well, blah blah blah, my whoever never takes days off even when they're sick. And I was like, okay, what does that have to do with me? I'm not feeling well. I don't think this is sanitary for like, it's not good. I might get people sick. I'm not feeling well. Well, that means that we have to stay a little bit longer. I was like, yeah, but you know, it's not like I go into work and I don't do anything. It's just like that was a day I wasn't feeling well. I think it would be best if I go home. and they see it as an excuse.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just the thing. Yeah.
yeah. It once again, it's not looking at you as a person. I mean, similar to a similar story. I've had situations where like I've tried to. I'm always in fight camp, Yaku. Always, fighting the man. No, you know, where I remember I had this one situation in particular where like I was sick. Like I couldn't get up sick, and I tried to, and I did everything that you were supposed to do. You know, I called like 2 hours before. I was like, look, I am definitely sick. I cannot come in. I was like slumped over in the bathroom, and when I made this call, because I was like, I'm gonna try to make it. And you know, once again, this was a perfect time. I never called off sick. I didn't have none of that stuff, and all I heard was, well, it's already short, so you have to come in. And I'm like, listen, you don't understand. This isn't me saying like, oh, I got the sniffles and it's annoying. Like, my body hurts. I'm on the floor calling you right now. It's like, well, if you don't come and
you don't sound sick.
And so, and like, long story short, I basically like, you know, it got to a point I was just like, you know what, fuck it. And I'm going in. But, you know, the nature of my job, it was a danger of me to be out there. Mm-hmm. You know, you see what I'm saying? It was a danger to everyone for me to be out there doing my job in that condition. And, you know, and I drank like half a bottle of Dayquil. Like I wasn't even using the cap. I was just taking swigs from the bottle.
Yeah.
I probably took a solid week off my life. I was just kind of, you know, I kind of still get it together and do it.
Yeah.
I got back super late. They're all looking like, "Ooh, you look bad." I was like, "Motherfucker, I told you," you know. But yeah,
you look bad. All right, I'm convinced. Yeah,
it's.
This was before FaceTime too, right? So I mean, hey.
Yeah, and I still don't like FaceTime. I don't do it. I rarely do it now, with the exception of this. So I don't really FaceTime people. Yeah. What else did Bree say? They used to get on my ass for going 10 minutes over, but I'm like, I'm not going to leave. So and so on the toilet just to clog up, or leave someone in the shower just to, for real. Yeah. If you're sick enough to think, you're well enough to produce epic man. Yeah, no, for real. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. Well, you called. You called. No one else called. You know.
You're not in the hospital, so you good. Come in.
Yeah. So you know, but we gotta take care of ourselves. You ain't dead.
Yeah.
I think this is. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. Speaking of breaks, I think this is a good time for breaks.
I think this is the perfect time.
Good time for breaks.
What we talked about. So
taking a little break. You want to go ahead, Justin?
Oh, you want me to? Okay, I can introduce this. So this is a new segment based off some chat activity, and you know, this is what we call a roast or boast. Okay, for people who have been here. Y'all know Mitchell has no knowledge of popular culture.
Whoa.
He hasn't seen basic 2%. Movies that all no. He hasn't seen basic movies that all U.S. citizens have seen. Not even that you want to see. That they just on TBS like 800 times, and maybe you've seen pieces of it. He has no knowledge. So this is a segment where I am going to give him a description. 1 to 3 sentences, a description. He has 1 minute, and in that 1 minute, he has 3 questions that he could ask about this description, and then he has to guess what I'm talking about. This is a movie. All right, we're gonna start off with a movie.
You want me to start the timer? What? So I have to click it. So once I click it, the time starts. JR, I see your comment, so we're gonna hop on that right after this. All right?
Yeah, so we coming back. We gonna come back. This is a 1 minute interlude. This is us. And I want people to know. I want him to do well. We worked with the format.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I want you to do it. You are. Listen, you are my homie. All right. I don't want you to be shamed.
I feel it.
On our.
Already been shamed.
For our 12 viewers. Okay, I don't want you to be shamed in front of our 12 viewers. I want you to do well. But at the same time, I'm gonna call you out when you don't know things that you should know. Okay,
let's go. And 3.
All right, hold on. No. I'm gonna read the description first.
Okay.
Because I want you to have the full minute. I want you to
All right.
get your time.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
So I'm gonna read the description,
Let's
and
go.
then you hit
Thank
the
you,
button.
Healing Move.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I got my support.
So this category is a movie. All right.
It's a movie.
Talking about a movie that came out in the early '90s.
Okay, we're gonna have a problem. Go ahead.
All right. This is the description.
All right,
This is this. What?
Before we start,
Mm-hmm.
I watch movies, but I might not remember the title. See, that's another thing with me. It's like
But see, all
remembering names.
right. But see, I took that into consideration. If you don't know the title of this movie, there's something wrong with you.
All right,
Okay. I'm gonna all right. Now remember, you have 3 questions. You have 3 questions to ask me. Okay, while the minute is. Actually, no. Let's do it like this. You ask me your 3 questions, and then we can start the minute. All right, because I want you to get out.
We just started. We
got okay. All right. If you feel confident, okay. All right. Let's go.
You. Kick his butt. Right.
Okay. So
roast or both. Let's go.
Okay. Roast the both. We in there. All right. So this is a movie from the early '90s. All right.
Early '90s.
The description. It is a coming of it. Oh, before I get into this, people in the chat don't give them no hints. We gotta see if you know. Just hold on to that. Let's wait to see if you get it. All right. All right. This is the description of the movie. Remember.
All right.
Movie early '90s. Okay.
Early '90s.
A coming of age movie about a young man dealing with life and loss in South Central Los Angeles.
It sounds vague, Justin.
You got 3 questions.
Vague. I don't know.
You got 3 questions.
Coming of what?
A coming of age movie. So a movie about it's a young man from youth to early adulthood. He dealing with life and loss in South Central Los Angeles. You got 3 questions. So
it's Ice Cube in it.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I got. Damn. I know it's like I've seen a lot of those memes.
Okay.
I'm close.
You got 2 more questions. Ice Cube is in there.
Ice Cube is in it. I don't know the name.
Wait.
I always see the meme. It's like it goes black, white, and black, right? And then the words. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
No.
No.
I don't.
Early '90s. Early '90s.
Yeah. That doesn't help, Justin. That doesn't help.
I'll give you another hint. One of the characters' name is Ricky.
That don't help.
Don't do this to me, man. Come on, dog.
I can't, Justin. We just gotta let the timer go. We just gotta let the timer go.
Come on, man. You got 2 questions, man. You said Ice Cube is in there. Come on, dog. Huh?
Friday. Compton?
No. No.
Well, that's it. Oh, I lost. That's it. That's all I got.
Mitchell,
Friday.
No, it's not Friday. It is not Friday.
Okay.
Friday's actually not a bad guess, but it's not Friday.
It's not Friday. Oh, so okay. So, all right. Let me go back. So I lost. What is it?
Oh my God, Mitchell. Mitchell.
Hey,
thank you. Thank you, Doughboy. Thank you. Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood, Mitchell.
No.
Mitchell, you never saw Boys in the Hood.
I probably have, but I forgot. But you know what? I was this close to saying Menace to Society. Hey, to be fair, most people said Friday.
Because you said it's Ice Cube in the movie. You had 2 more questions.
Okay.
Boys in the Hood. How did you?
All right. To be fair, not a lot of people would have got this too. Do you have more questions, Justin? Menace, but not Boys in the Hood.
You gonna say Menace to Society, but not Boys in the Hood?
It's because
How
of
do
that
you know?
song.
Yeah, thank you, Healing Moon. How do you know Menace to Society, but not Boys in the Hood? That doesn't even make sense.
All right, that's it.
Mitchell.
I was close. I said Ice Cube. I said
Yes,
Ice
you
Cube.
did. That's how I don't know how you didn't get it. Like you said, Ice Cube. If you say Friday and I say no, he's only been in like 2 movies. That's hood movies. Ice Cube's been in like 4 movies.
To be fair,
my
too,
God.
also, I don't really know Ice Cube like all that. You know what I mean? I was like, he's a rapper. Can you name a song? No, not really.
Boys in the Hood, dog.
Did I hurt your head? Just, oh, Bat Mouse in here. Perfect. Yep, that was
And
a roast.
yeah, and thank you.
That
And
was the
now we are
roast.
in the roast part of the game.
I didn't know Bat
Boys
Mouse.
in the Hood. Dog, they sell Boys in the Hood shirts at Urban Outfitters. Like, that's how prevalent that movie is. The Urban Outfitters
Watch party. Yeah,
sell
we
Boys
gotta
in
get
the
a
Hood.
Discord. I don't think I watched Boys in the Hood. I don't think so.
Y'all remember Ricky? Ricky running and the gun, the blood in the car with the shotgun. None of this is making any sense to you. You don't remember.
Stomp the Yard. No.
Did you get?
It's just-
All right, moving on to the impact of mental health on from grind culture. All right,
All right.
moving on.
But to be fair, not a lot of people would have got that too. 21 Jump
I don't
Street.
think so because about 4 or 5 people in here knew exactly what I was talking about. when
No,
I
they just
said that.
repeated what
No,
you just
no,
said.
no, no, they
after,
didn't.
Justin.
No, they didn't. My boy Camp, he came right in and he said Doughboy, which is Ice Cube's character doing Boys in the Hood. And then Yaku, as soon as I said the thing, he just goes easy. And then when you said it's Ice Cube in the movie, everyone was like, yeah. So no, it's not. No, I'm not letting this off the hook. It's Boys in the
Mental
Hood.
health, grind
It's
culture.
Boys in the
I
Hood.
think I had enough break. I had enough of a break, Justin.
It's like the first hood movie ever made.
I never watched it.
Even if you didn't see it, the fact that you didn't even know what it
I
is.
didn't know. I
That
think we
is-
gotta watch it. We gotta watch it, Justin. When everything settles down a little bit, I'll buy some Sour Patch Kids. We go, we just chill. We can watch that movie.
First off, you don't
I
eat
don't think
Sour
I've ever
Patch
watched it.
Kids
You
when
don't
you
eat-
watch Boys in the Hood. It's not a Sour Patch Kids kind of movie, man.
But all right. Popcorn.
Oh boy.
Mental health. Increase.
Yeah, mental health. Moving on.
Increasing.
This is gonna be harder than I thought for next week because I thought, oh, this is an easy one. I'm setting my homie up for success. And
No.
okay, yeah,
No.
all right.
All right.
Moving on.
That was fun though. It was fun. Bet you're too busy watching Pokemon. See, you should have just asked me something about Pokemon. I would have answered that.
Moving on. Mental health. The impact of mental health with grown
So
culture.
increased working time is positively correlated to higher corporate positions. However, mental health and sleep quality usually worsens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. And as we know, we see so many studies that talk about the importance of sleep to mental health in general, just everything. But the funny thing is with this ground culture, it's the first thing that's sacrificed.
Is
it's
your
the
mental
first thing. Yeah, is sleep, which impacts everything. I mean, we talk about health, your immune system, weight loss, cognitive abilities, mood. Just everything is impacted by like a lack of sleep. It's literally the most important thing that we do. And yeah, I am. I am because I thought
Justin still shaking his head. Mitchell failed. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
Yeah, it's the number one thing that's sacrificed, and the problem becomes that it becomes sacrificed. It's one thing to maybe
oh, my bad. 3, 2, 1, click. What's your IG? His IG is thumb action. It's right below.
Yeah, at thumb action.
Yeah, but I got pushed up because IG played me today. But anyway, yeah, let's go on.
The same way you just played yourself by not
I
knowing
didn't. No, I
Boys in the
didn't.
Hood. Damn.
I was close.
No, he wasn't.
I was close. It's like I shot the ball. It wasn't an air ball.
But it didn't hit the rim. It hit like the upper corner of the backboard.
No, it didn't. It hit the
like the upper corner, like So, Jesus, man, Jesus. So yeah, but it's
roast. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, the sleep.
Yeah, mental health.
It is by far the most important thing that we need next to like food and water.
Yeah. It's a
But it's the first
necessity.
thing that's sacrificed. And then like prolonged, not sleeping, getting the proper amount of sleep for prolonged times, like drastically imports. It goes back to what you were saying, the inequality of outcome. If you're not sleeping well, you're not performing your best. And if you're not performing your best, you are, making more work for yourself in the long run. It's going to be harder for you to like grind it out and do that job and then go back and have to correct what you didn't do properly the first time.
And you're supposed to do that the
Back on
next
your
day
front.
too, and the following, and then the next. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you just get burnt out.
You get burnt out. Just
Yeah, you
this
get burnt
for the day. Yeah, Jesus. No, I don't believe that because he got Friday. You don't get Friday without Boys of the Hood. If Boys of the Hood play for 24 hours on like USA and TBS and BET, it's not like you
I did
just stumble into Boys in the Hood. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
This was asked.
Yeah.
So what about the internal alarm clock causes you can't sleep past certain time too? Yeah.
I got it. All right. So, go ahead, man.
No. I just feel like, yeah, because even if you want rest, your body doesn't allow you to rest, and then you have to wake up at a certain time, and then you can't go back to sleep. So then now on top of not having enough rest, you definitely don't have enough rest. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I do think that's definitely part of it. I will say this: there are certain people, like people are different.
Yeah.
And we do have to recognize that some people only need 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I'm convinced that The Rock doesn't sleep. I think that
he has 48 hours in a day.
Yeah, I'm convinced that The Rock, he just stands straight up and like closes his eyes for 20 minutes and he's like, all right, let's go to the gym. Like the dude's something else.
Yeah.
But we all ain't The Rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they said the national average of sleep, and your sleep patterns do change as you age, you get older and stuff. But I think they said like the average person needs at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I've seen people stay 8 to 9 hours.
Yeah.
Like I know me personally, I think I'm best at about 7 hours. If I get 7 hours of sleep, I'm like prime,
But if you hit 9 though, you're done.
Oh no, my day,
done for the day.
I slept too long.
Yeah,
and like I can't. Yeah, it's I'm too groggy. I got to get out of that fog. But once again, with the nature of an old job, I've operated on 2 hours of sleep. I've operated on no sleep.
Oh no, you saw me when I had no sleep.
Oh
I said the worst things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mainline testosterone.
Yeah. Oh, he is. That real. That really real.
Julie, I'm gonna fix that screen.
Yeah.
This only happens once.
Yeah. Einstein slept with a rock in his hand that dropped on this. Yeah, but it's funny you bring dog. That's weird because I saw this video by this guy named Jim Quick, I think, and he was talking about like the best, being like your best performative and creative self, and it was something like he did that because Einstein was trying to get like his theta pattern in his brain to like get it's watch the video. I'll link it to the thing. Yeah, Jim Quick is his name if anyone's interested. Like watch that video because I'm gonna sound like an ignorant animal trying to like get that point across, but that's the thing. Yeah. What did Eric say? Been trying to figure out the correct amount of sleep my whole life. Yeah, I think we all are, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but no.
He had a crazy fact up top too.
Oh, what was it?
Oh, so it's this crazy fact. The amount of sleep you miss in a day of sleep, you can never make that sleep back, even with twice as. Yeah. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah. So we gotta sleep. We have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, when you grinding and all that stuff, it's the first thing that goes. And it's bad to like Yaku. That fact Yaku just said, it's bad to miss 1 day of proper sleep. But when you start getting into weeks, and then weeks turn into months, or you sleeping 4 to 5 hours on top of everything else that's going on, and then when you sleep, you're not even sleeping well because your phone's going off. Your phone's going off, and you're looking and you try like it's a vicious cycle.
Mhm.
Yeah, 321 Kicks knows it. Yeah, he knows exactly the video I saw what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like that's one of the vast impacts on your mental health. I think the other part is like you sacrifice, man. You
Yeah.
sacrifice time with your family. You sacrifice time with your friends. I remember you mentioned, Steve Jobs on his deathbed said he wished he spent more time with his family.
Mhm. Mhm.
This man literally, like, for whatever you want to think about Steve Jobs or whatever, like he changed the world. We all are walking around with smartphones
I'm
because
using
of the
his
invention
phone.
of the iPhone. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
you can't deny his impact. But even that man who did that and his lifetime got to see the change
Yeah. Yeah.
that he was gonna make was like,
Mhm.
oh, I should have spent more time with family. So
Mhm.
I think that says a lot, man, about balancing
Mhm.
your life. Taking that time out for yourself, for
Mhm.
your personal development, for your relaxation, for your fun.
Yeah. Whatever
Yeah,
happened to having fun,
that shit's illegal nowadays, man.
right?
According to some
Yeah.
folks, even your fun can't even be fun. Like if you ain't trying to monetize your fun,
Yeah.
you
It's not funny.
messed up.
It's
You
like
know what I mean?
yeah, you can't even play music in the back, otherwise you get demonetized and you can't have fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do nothing
Yeah.
like that. So,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I don't think fun is not wasted time. It is
Yeah.
premium relaxation time. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
And Julie was the one that told me about the whole Steve Jobs. I never actually read that book. She read that book and she told me about it, and she was like, yeah, the most important part was, on his deathbed, he said he wished he had spent more time with his family rather than doing all this. And that dude's a legend. Like what?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, once
that
again, he changed. He is. I would argue that he is at this moment probably the most influential person in the last 15 to
mm,
20 years.
oh
Because,
yeah,
like I said, the invention of the iPhone, the
iPod.
invention of the smartphone has changed everything.
I yeah,
Everything.
I I I remember seeing people touch the screen on the phone. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then they were like, yo, I'm connecting to Wi-Fi. I was like, who's Wi-Fi? So this was all new to me at one point, like in the early 2000s, and I was like, wait,
Mhm.
what's going on, right? Like, how do you get internet on your phone? Like the fact that someone said to me, I could see someone's face on the phone. I was like,
Yeah.
that
I
that
mean,
does
just
not sound
the,
real.
the fact we're doing this,
Yeah.
is insane. The fact that, like, when I was growing up, you had, if I wanted to listen to music, I had a tape player. I didn't have a cell phone. What the hell was that? You know what I
You're
mean?
lucky to have a pager.
Yeah, you lucky. Yeah, you have a pager. You know your codes. You remember phone numbers. Like it was a different life, man. Uh,
Remember codes and pagers? Yeah, that was
oh
a little
yeah,
bit before me
oh
though.
yeah.
That was a little bit before me. So like,
I'm with bad math on it. Yeah, buttons are better than touch. Yeah, I got big hands, so like the touch
mm.
screen, like half the time I type something, it ends up misspelled anyway. So I'm hitting like 2, 3 buttons at a time.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna sit here and deny like
Mhm.
how insane the technology
Steve
was and how
Jobs, huh?
much it changed.
Yeah.
Like I
Mhm.
remember being a kid watching Star Trek, thinking it would be cool to have like that little walkie-talkie thing that they have, and now
Yeah.
like we all literally walk around
Yeah.
with the knowledge of the world
Um,
in our
in our
pocket.
pockets. Yeah.
It's insane that they like people
What's
there.
up, Dan? Yeah.
Listen,
Hmm.
there is shit that I know now that like young folks will never like the Dewey Decimal System.
Mm.
That's just useless information in my brain now. There's no use for the Dewey Decimal System. Who looks up a card catalog anymore?
Yeah. The
You know?
encyclopedia. Like the white pages
Yeah.
don't exist no more, or the
Uh,
yellow pages.
I
And that
mean,
was a
yeah.
thick ass book. Yeah.
You use it for
Yeah.
everything. Prop your TV up on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use it as a high chair. The phone
Yeah.
book.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Phone book.
so,
Yeah.
but yeah, but even a man who called that, who, facilitated that level of influence in the world, it's like, I should spend more time with his family. It just shows, man, like, there is something, if you have a calling, if you have a goal that you want to reach, like, you need to have a singular mind in that pursuit. So, there are times and place, there's a time and place for that, but there also has to be balance. There has to be an off switch.
Yeah.
There has to be a way to like remove yourself from that because you save yourself from the burnout. You
Hmm.
don't miss that time with your family, with your friends. You know, that stuff, you know, time is a valuable commodity. We can't get it back, man.
No,
You
it's
know?
a most valuable currency, and it depends on how you value it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bree, does anyone still get? I want a phone book.
I just want it just because it's like it's you will never get it back.
It's a
So I'm
phone
thinking,
book. Yeah, like
like it's
like,
big. Like if I went on eBay and bought it, that thing would cost me $20 shipping alone.
oh no, for real. I know. I
Yeah,
might have to go to like my I might have to go to like my mom or my aunt's house. You know
yeah.
that how they
She might
always have
have
like
it.
old
Yeah,
phone books like saved from like 30 years ago, man.
yeah. They
What
still
did they say?
send
They
out
still
two
send
phone
out 2 phone
boxes.
books to my house.
Yeah.
Was it for real?
You know what I do miss? I miss having like the phone booth. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
back in the day where like you would just huddle in, or like that was my little hideout during the time when like it started raining and I'm waiting for the bus. I was just hiding
Mhm.
there. I don't know. Yeah, all that's gone. But I mean, we got technology to thank for that. So I'm not
Yeah, I
taking it
mean,
away from
listen,
that. Yeah,
look, ever since I got my smartphone, I have became way stupider. I know
yeah.
this. Like,
I
I don't
don't know
remember
anyone's
nothing.
number. Nope.
I know, man, for real talk, I remember my aunt's number, but it's been the same since I was like 6 years old. And I made myself memorize my own mother's house number. But me and Yaku have been friends for over 20 years now. Neither one of us has never changed our phone numbers. I have
He's
no idea what his number is.
he's offended.
I know the area code because I got the same area code. But it's like
Yeah,
you just asked me like
yeah.
20 years and I don't know his number. That is
Mhm.
insanity, you know.
There are people who are afraid of losing their jobs because of someone who promised to dedicate 2 more hours of the workday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Same with
you know.
grandma's
I
phone
mean,
number. Yeah.
people have a lot of reasonings for
Mm-hmm.
why they stay with a job.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you got family and stuff, we talk about there are different levels of responsibility with that.
Yeah.
So, but I also do think that having boundaries and prioritizing. Like, I'm not going to burn myself out for this job. I'm not going to
Yeah.
grind myself out. I'm not going to overstress myself
Yeah.
for this corporation. Is
Yeah.
beneficial to not only you but your kids and the rest
Mm-hmm.
of your family in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's one thing that I missed out earlier that I said I was gonna go back to, which is JR. He said purpose behind productive is genuine. Busy grinding comes from greed or insecurity when people aren't content or satisfied with what they have or don't. Acting from fear. Busy work is over productive quality. Yeah,
Yeah. I love that.
it's way up
I
on the
think that
top. Yeah, yeah,
that's a great spot. I love
hmm
that, Jr. We're gonna start hitting
yeah,
you up to see if you got
yeah.
any
Ideas.
any phrases we
Yeah,
can steal and put up here to
yeah,
sound
yeah,
way more
hmm
intelligent than we are.
yeah.
And Batman said Steve Jobs didn't let his kids use iPhones because he knew it would ruin it. Never get high on supply, man.
Yeah,
That's the 10 crack commandments from Biggie
yeah.
Smalls. Never get
Yeah.
high on supply, dog. Like,
Who's
I
Biggie?
mean,
No, I'm just kidding.
you are not in a position to play like that. All right. If you would have said Boys in the Hood, that joke would have been funny. But
Alright.
now it worries me that you may not know who these people are. All right. Um, yeah. I mean, that's the
These
same thing
rappers.
with
Yeah.
Zuckerberg, not using face. That's all that stuff, man. So
Yeah.
we do have to be cognizant of it.
Bree, I'm joking.
Is he though?
No.
You know what? Okay. No, I'm gonna stop. Because I got an idea. We'll dive more into this next week.
But
All right.
we got a few more. We got a few more
Yeah.
to tune in. Let's see what we got next. Which is something that we said before, which is success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. That's something that came across from I got it from Tony Robbins.
Mm-hmm.
And say for example, like with the whole grind culture, everything is good, it's all about money, but money is like it's a number. Like, when do you let's just say your goal was to get like $1 million or 5 million, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you get it. Then what? Then more? Are you gonna stop? Like, probably not. So when do you know it's enough? So like the example I kind of thought of is like, okay, let's just say you had a goal and you're like, well, I'm gonna work X amount of years so that I could buy a house. And that's my ultimate dream and that's my goal. And But if your goal stops there, and once you get that house, you're not going to be fulfilled. And then that could lead to depression. Because once you get it and you feel like you're at your peak and you don't know where you're at, because then at that point, it's like, okay, I already got everything I ever wanted. Now what? And that's when people start losing their mind. And, you know, we talk a lot about mental health. We talk a lot about like just, you know, having time for yourself and having fun. But you can only have so much fun for so long. And then the lack of purpose that you don't have in your life start creeping up. And that's when it starts hitting you and you're like, oh, I don't really have anything going on. So, you know, it's real. It's real. It's out there, you know?
Yeah. No, you're right. It's true. So true. When you hit that goal, you have nothing else after that.
So, Christina, how you doing? Yeah.
But it's up. Yeah, it could definitely be a shell shock.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I was reading those comments. You got Bree offering to tutor you so you don't lose again. And you got Julie telling me I need to sit you down and show you move. He's an adult. He should have taken care of this by now. Okay. But hey, we gonna help him. We gonna do what we can, man.
We can watch that movie. But that's beside the point.
That movie list. But
it's not about me today no more.
But yeah, everybody. That was a great point. You know, that was a great point. If you grinded to hit this pinnacle, to hit this goal, once you hit it, what do? And you know, I know I've heard stories of like of especially like Olympic athletes who suffer something like that. Like, you know, you work your whole life to get that goal for this one event, and then you get it, and then you kind of like, well, what do I do? You know, at least with other sports like basketball, football, you can look for the next season to try to do it again. But you know, the Olympics and stuff is for every 4 years.
4 years,
yeah.
And then you got COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, you're looking at it and you're just like, oh my God, I got the goal. So what is my life? What is my life now?
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, so
and everything you want to do is like you just feel like you're overqualified. So it's kind of like how do you that? Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, it is true. It is true.
Yeah. Discord watch party.
You know what? We actually discussed doing a Discord. We've been having a lot of discussions about like the future and what we want to do with this, and you know, try to grow it. And, you know, have some fun. So Discord was definitely one of the things that we talked about. So yeah, we're gonna look more into that. We're gonna keep y'all posted because this is fun. I think it's something we both want to keep going.
To encourage a Discord. We all got to do it. Yeah. I think I got.
Y'all got to be moderators though. I ain't trying to have to do everything.
For sure.
Yeah, you had to be a moderator, straight up. help us
straight mod. I don't know if Julie could be a mod though. She just keep roasting. Oh. Anyways,
you better be careful. She gonna start a subreddit on you. We saw what happened to the GameStop and the stock market. The subreddits ain't no joke.
MrMitchellTang bets. Overworking. So you know, overworking. It decreases creativity, and creativity is the driver that, you know, develops a growth, basically. And if you destroy that, your life is dull, right? Yeah. And I've met a lot of friends where like even after I see them after like they took like a day break and I see them after a while and they're like, yo, what happened? They're like, that's just work. It's just like that's all they do. So when I'm trying to talk to them, they couldn't even get their mind out of work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what's been going on? And they say, oh, just work. And I'm like, well, our conversation ends here then. Next. And then so their life is, you know, it's not like I don't want to pry into their life. But at the same time, when I'm talking to them, all they tell me is like, oh, work this or work that. Yeah. So, and we're not saying don't work hard. We're just saying like have a good balance. But I feel like because of the nature of the job, right? It's to consume more of your time, which is why they start buying you phones and trying to get more of your time.
Oh yeah, I mean one of the most insidious things that workplaces do now, especially here in the Bay Area, like you talk about like a lot of tech stuff, is like they do the whole like, ooh, we gonna provide you with catered meals, and you know, we have like a yoga class before work, and we have a gym here at work, so you can work out here. And you can, and then spending it, you can save money on a membership. But what it is that's insidious because they're giving you these things to keep your ass there.
There, yeah.
You don't
Oh,
now.
you
You don't
want
have
to
to
sleep
leave
there?
for lunch.
There's a
Yeah.
nap room?
You don't have to
Yeah.
go. You don't have to leave at 4:30 when it's supposed to be off because you want to go and catch your gym class. We got a gym here. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
you know what? Work out during your lunch break, and then you can come back and you can, so
Work harder. Yeah.
yeah. So there are perks that are nice, and I'm not saying that's every company that offer these those perks, but trust me, a lot of them though, they're not doing it because hey, we love our employees. They'll sell it as we love our employees. It's a lot of those companies that are just like, hey, this is a great way that we can keep them in to work, and we don't even have to worry about overtime or nothing like this. It's a great way to keep them there to get that productivity out of them. So yeah, just I'll say beware. If you like, definitely if you'll work off of those amenities, take advantage of them. But also just don't get too
Be aware of
caught
why
up in
it's
it.
there.
Be aware. Really think about like their corporation, their corporate culture, and all that stuff as to why they are providing. Because it is. Yeah.
I think at
Put it
Pixar
back.
they have people do your laundry, your pets during your crunch time, on movies while you stay at work. Dang.
Yeah, but when you talk about you talk about straight slave driving. When you talking about the movies, especially the 3D movies and like the video game production teams, it's the amount that they work in a short period of time with the work. It's really unconstitutional. It really is. Like it is ridiculous how much those people work and they put out, and are not and they're not advocating. Hold on, I gotta hit this button real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna read some of the comments here. Yaku, you said I get more creative ideas past 12 a.m. That's nice. What kind of ideas come to you at 12 usually? How creative? And create 3, 2, 1 click said creativity happens when you take your mind off the purpose. It's a running aspect of life. Yeah, reflow. Yeah, I heard about flow. Like I study a little bit stock tips. I don't really know about stock, but I mean, if you got some ideas,
listen. Yeah, if you want to hit me if you want to hit me a DM as to where I should put some money, please give me some stock tips. Okay,
we doing this for everybody.
Okay, I'm trying to retire. We can throw them tips out now.
Yeah,
but
what you baking, Justin? And I'm happiest and most creative when I can take care of myself and be away from work, making for a happier mood.
Better, and it makes you better when you return to work. That's the crazy part about it. Is when you do work, you actually do the work. You can kill it. What do you say? What you baking, John? I ain't baking nothing. Nobody needs to eat nothing that I'm baking. That's I actually care about y'all, so I wouldn't feed y'all anything I'm baking. I like y'all.
Yeah. Companies should realize when people can take care of themselves and be away from work, they'll be happier and better. Yeah.
Employee, I truly believe that most people want to do a good job.
Yeah.
I really believe that, and it's a lot of
good intentions too.
Yeah, it's a lot of circumstances that get in their way, whether they're personal or like not put on it. But part of that too is the idea of like just being burnt out. It's hard to care. Yeah. It's hard to care when like you feel trapped in something. It's hard to care when every day is you literally have to drag yourself somewhere, and no matter what you're going to do, it's going to be more and more like that. It's defeating.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen like the reason why I went to work and like saw you guys was because you guys were like family. You know what I mean? And it's not everywhere. Like we're doing this little show together. After how many years we've been working together before?
Yeah.
Probably like I met you maybe probably 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, about 10.
Yeah, about 10, right? Or if not hitting close to 10. But like the fact was when I got there, everything was chill, it was fun. It wasn't like, oh, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. It's like, no, Mitchell, just chill. And I was like, I'm not used to this. Remember that? I was like, yo, I'm not used to this. Welcome back,
but
Marina. Yeah.
welcome back. But the thing with that too is like we also got our work done.
Yeah. Quick.
And
it was efficient.
and that became the key is like, the work got done. If
But
you and if people I and that really informed how I look at a lot of work culture. Where if people are, I look at it like, all right, so this is what it is. So many managers and like a lot of people that like I've worked for and worked with to look at it as this. They want you to they want you to love what you're doing. They want you to love being there. If you don't love this, we don't want you here. You have to have that love. And aren't you excited to be here in the morning? Like all that nonsense, right? And it makes me throw up in my mouth. Like it used to really make me mad when they ask that kind of stuff. Because I'm like, I get what you're doing. You're trying to like Jedi mind trick me, and it ain't gonna work.
you're telling me to love this. Like, no, I don't have any feeling towards it. I'm not.
Yeah. The best manager that I had, and I think you had, was Jen. Jen at the time was one of my best friends too. But
I'm covered because Instagram played
it's
it, right?
Instagram fault. I'm right with it. But what Jen did was we didn't have to buy in. We didn't have to buy into like whatever they was selling. Yeah, we didn't have to drink that Kool-Aid. She was just like, look, this is work. Work sucks for a lot of us. All right. But these are the goals we got to hit. And this is how we got to present this. So let's work on doing it. And just that mind shift of like acknowledging the fact of like, I don't have to fake that I'm necessarily happy to be here. But yeah, we got this job to do and we're going to do it. Yeah. And then the mentality was like, okay, so how can we do this? Like a lot of time at work, our whole thing was like, oh, we got to make Jen look good.
Yeah. Like we wanted to make sure. So
we did what we had to do. Because it's like we got to make Jen look good because we knew she was going to not only take care of us, but she had our backs and she would let us, do our jobs, but wasn't like hounding us. And like that was a very powerful tool, Yeah, when they ask where you see yourself in 5 years, it's like if I had another job. That's so true, man.
Yeah.
So
3, 2, 1,
true.
click. Said before we move on to the next, let's read this. Do a thing called morning pages. Take 3 lines. Take 3-line pages. Take a pen and write down constantly until those 3 pages are filled. Here's the kicker: you have to do it right when you wake up in the morning. Take those pages and seal it up in an envelope and read those pages 3 weeks later. You will be astonished at what you wrote. Oh, okay.
Yeah, stay away from your phone. That's a good exercise if you stay away from your phone too. Because that video clip that he showed, one thing he said that the Jim Quick guy said that stuck with me was like, the worst thing to do is answer your phone the first hour that you wake up. He said because what it does is it puts you in a reactionary mindset, and like other people are setting your day, which I never thought about before. But he's right because it's like you're reacting to what someone else has already given you. Yeah, and
you're not being creative.
You're not being creative,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh man, like I had never thought about that before. But I was like, damn, I think he's right. That's actually a very insightful way to look at it. I'm gonna look up more of that man stuff. I just really found out about him like today. So yeah,
I'm thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the. Let's see, what else did I have? Overworking. Okay, and then after that, it was it was the questions that I asked, which was what were your thoughts about the grind culture?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the morning pages too. I'm sorry, I saw that thing.
Oh no, go ahead. No, you get. It says it's a culture of relentless and uncompromising personal achievements. Yeah. It's like you can't make time for anything else because you're stuck doing that. And then if you don't do it, you're like, well, what are you doing then?
Yeah. Like it's like to say relentless and uncompromising are 2 great and very powerful words, man, because it's like, it's, you think about it in terms of a lawyer. It's like, all right, you say you want to be a lawyer. Now you're studying like, okay, I need to pass the bar. You pass the bar, you become a lawyer. It's like, I got to get a job. You do that. Now you got to be partner. You do that. Now when you're partner, it's like, whoa, now I got to open my own firm. And then, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great. It is great to have goals. You need goals and you need to strive, especially in career excellence and stuff, because money is everything. But yeah, if it's just this unrelenting and uncompromising point to where you look back and you realize I didn't live life.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't foster relationships. I didn't take care of the people that I love and that loves me. Then it's like, yeah, it's not worth it. You know, like you said, what Tony Robbins said, it's not worth it at all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you don't want to be the richest person in the grave.
yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. I never thought about that. Bree said, Batman said, I had a friend who swore by morning pages. Oh, okay. Ideas being in your head, fog of sleep, and your subconscious sensor won't override. Limitless is talks
Yeah,
about
the book.
yeah, Limitless. Okay,
Yeah, I'm going to have to read
Limitless is
that.
good. Yeah, Audible. Is that on Audible?
I don't know.
Fine line
You know,
between-
they're going
yeah.
to have to hit me up with that sponsorship. You know,
I like what Batman said. Fine line between being on your grind and just being a wage slave.
just serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the things that you own start to own you.
Yeah.
I think Rage said that. I know a lot of people said that, but I remember Rage said it. So, Rage Against the Machine, bet you. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Have you heard of them? You
But
haven't
but
heard
the-
of Rage Against the Machine.
But do you see Pretty Ricky down over there back in
You
2005?
haven't heard.
Baby,
You come at
grind
me
on
with some Pretty Ricky bullshit, and you've never heard of Rage Against the. We're coming to the wrap up.
Yeah, this is the last. This is the last of
Yeah,
it.
we're
Grind
coming.
culture.
We're coming to the wrap up.
We
Oh my
summarized
God.
grind culture. We summarized it. We spoke a lot about it.
Yes, yes, we did.
Yeah. Yes, I can't take credit for it. Julie,
Yes, we did.
the artist away. Yeah. So, Flow is on audio. No, I haven't. Yeah. So to sum up grind culture, though, Justin. To sum it up, we're not going to define it. We already spoke a lot about it, but to define it, we're not telling you guys to not
My head already
not
hurts.
work hard. Work smart.
Yeah.
I'll help you. Don't worry, I got this. Work smarter, not harder. But if you are working smarter, you can work a little bit harder, but make time for yourself.
Yeah.
Mitchell's laying me down. Can we upload him to the Matrix? Like the
For real. We just gotta
Rage is like-
plug them in and just feel it. Yeah, I mean, if you get Rage. Thank you, Badmouth. Thank you.
Healing moon. Justin's gonna tell me my head hurts.
Yeah.
You just naming things before my time. That's what it is.
No, Rage is not before
Yeah.
your time. Rage is.
What the hell is
Listen.
this?
Listen, Boys in the Hood might have been before your time, but you should
That
have
was like
seen
Teenage
it.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You should have seen it or at least heard of it by now. Okay. Apocalypse Now
What's up,
was
Annie?
before my time. The Godfather was before my time. Okay, Scarface was before my time, but we know these movies because they are
I haven't seen
lexicon
those.
in the American psyche. They are part of American like culture and pop culture. Like the fact that you don't.
I
Never
keep
mind.
things interesting, Justin.
Never mind.
I keep things
Never mind.
interesting.
Never mind. We gonna work. I'm gonna work with you. You my homie, man. We gonna work on. We gonna listen. I got shortcomings too, dog. You know what I mean? And you help me with mine, so I gotta help you with yours. This dude don't know what rage is. Jesus
I don't.
Christ,
I really
man.
don't. I really don't. I think
Oh yeah,
that's what
Marina
you're
missed
talking about.
our new segment,
yeah.
Roast the Boast. You can look through the
This is a slide. This is a slide.
you got the slides. Look through this clip when it goes
Yeah.
up, and you can find that point. You can see.
You can scroll through.
You can see Mitchell let us all down. Okay. We gonna get you. You gonna get it right though.
In living colors.
No, he's never seen color. He didn't know. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean to raise my voice at you. 3, 2, 1. That wasn't directed at you. That was directed at him.
that felt a little personal, Justin.
He didn't know what Boys in the
That felt
Hood
a-
was. He damn sure don't know what colors is. All right. Yeah. So anyway, wrapping this up
Color.
because I am starting to get a headache. You don't know who Rage Against. You've never heard of Rage Against the Machine. You never heard.
It sounds.
You never
familiar, but I
heard Bulls on
never-
Parade, Sleep Now in the Fire, The Ghost of Tom Jones,
Nope. Keep going. I'm on a roll.
Renegade
Let's
King
go.
of Funk,
Oh, nope.
Testify. Testify. That's been in so much stuff.
No. Not just.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Metallica?
Heard of it.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show.
I do know the Notebook. That's important. Titanic. Mulan, Lion King.
Yeah, killing in the name of.
No. Mm-mm.
Some of those that run forces or the say that burn crosses, that means nothing to you. Like, that's one of the greatest lines in music.
Nope.
Have you this? But you just said you heard of Metallica, which is
I heard of it, like the name of it. But
so you don't know any Metallica.
But Pretty Ricky is down there.
No. Have you ever heard of Jodeci?
Yeah.
You know who Jodeci is? Because they are like the grandfathers of Pretty Ricky. Do you know who Jodeci is?
Like, is it okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, is it like Casey and JoJo?
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go out on a win. Let's go out on a win. Let's just we go
Michael Jackson.
Because we gonna be here. We gonna be here for another hour.
Don't ask me about Michael. But here's the thing, though. Like, I only focus on what I like, and I think that's the thing, though. Like, I'm really in tune. Like, well, Michael Jackson.
Which I respect, but there are parts of American culture that you would think
Cisco, got it.
That you would think you would at least kind of know what it is, you know? Yeah. Okay, we go. You knew Casey and JoJo from Jodeci. That's
all my life.
That is good enough for me. We gonna go out on a win. All right,
we won. That's a win
done
today,
with that.
baby. Let's go.
I gotta come up with an easier question for you. Marina, don't give away too much, because this is like that's part of the segment. I've already given away a lot just mentioning what I mentioned.
I don't know
stuff
who
I
the
could have used.
43rd Pokemon. What's up, Jeanette? How you doing?
But,
Everybody's roasting me right now. Hello. This is part of the segment. I feel like this is part of the segment of Roasted Balls. I just want your head to hurt, Justin. At this point.
Well, you succeeded, sir. You succeeded. Yeah. But you listen. You knew Casey and JoJo. I'm holding on to that.
I got lucky.
You knew Casey and JoJo. Don't say that. Don't talk. Just take it. Say, yeah, I knew it. Okay, I knew who they were.
I know.
Yeah, don't tell me like, oh, I got
just
lucky.
Just the two of us. I know Puff Daddy before P Diddy. Does that count?
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
This has been a great show. Thank y'all. We appreciate it.
Grind culture.
Yeah.
At work, so just wanted to drop by and say hi. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. Thank you. Yeah, I like this. I like this whole roaster boast because one day I'm gonna win, and today I won. So, Mace.
Today what do you?
Who Mace?
No, don't say that. Actually, you know what? Real quick before Marina, I thought about that because I was thinking about like what's something that he should know, but that's kind of maybe you don't know right off the top of your head. And Mace, I was going to use him as a subject, and I thought that would be too hard. When he didn't get Boys in the Hood, I'm like, you saying Mace would be that's too hard. That
I heard of Mace. I heard of Mace.
Did you?
Yeah, I heard it. Like, yeah, I mentioned like my brother mentioned it one time.
He's mentioned Mace. Okay.
I mean, I know Wu-Tang. I can name some names. I got some lyrics. Right? See? Justin, I still got it. It's a win. It's a win today.
I told you. Listen, we were supposed to stop after Casey and JoJo. I was just gonna let you have that.
I just wanted your head to hurt.
Thank you for saying thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. That's my boy. I gotta hit him up because this dude is.
We gotta get a watch party though. We gotta 3-6 Mafia.
No. We have to. Now we're going to. We gotta set up the Discord.
What's the Discord gonna be called?
We gotta figure this. My head hurt now. I can't think of
Easy.
This stuff.
Yeah, Easy.
You know who Easy is?
Yeah. I don't I don't know like were to ask me like a song from him, I can't think of it, but I
Once
remember
again,
there was an album.
no, people. I'm gonna say this.
He had
People
an
stop.
album on that he was pouring some alcohol
Let's
out. That
stop.
the
Let's
thugs,
stop
yeah.
because this is a segment,
Hey,
and these are all things that I'm gonna be using to test
one
him.
of the guys said he got like
No,
molested by
because
his dad.
because Marina just kind of messed me up because I was gonna use Both Thugs because Both Thugs is one of my favorite groups of all time. All
Yeah,
right,
he said
so
he
we
got touched by his dad or something like
yeah, we
that.
got
One of the men in the fam. Something pepper. No. Next. Grind Culture, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Justin, I know your head
thank
hurts,
y'all.
but I got a lot of
Yeah,
Tylenol. I got a lot of Tylenol.
yeah.
This was
We
fun.
gonna
This was
set up
fun.
that Discord definitely.
Yeah, and we definitely gonna fix that thing on the bottom. But for sure. Thank you guys for always tuning in. You're always showing a lot of love. We do these Instagram lives every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Of course, find this video content of value. Show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equal to the value of this video. Our details will be in the description and or on the screen. So yeah, thank you very
y'all.
much.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Take it
it.
easy.
All right,
Take it easy.
peace.
All right. Peace.